Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Insane Irishman, and this is Far Cry Instinct's Predator. This is the original Far Cry, and this is an old game, came out in 2006. I remember the old Xbox wasn't long out in the streets, and before Crisis 1 and 2 came out, this was the game you bought for really good graphics, really beautiful graphics. Let's see if it's aged a bit. Yeah, let's see if it's aged well. I hope so. I do love. Well, my number 2, Far Cry 2, is my all-time favourite game, and that looks like it's going to be surpassed with Far Cry 3. As you can see, there's two different stories. There's the Instinct story. That's the original one. That's the one that was on the PC that everyone raved about the graphics. And the Evolution story is especially for the Xbox 360, and it's not much difference from the original story, except it does open up a bit more. In the Instinct story, it is kind of linear. You're only kind of going to go one way, but in the Evolution story, the maps kind of open up, and you can see where they were heading when they made Far Cry 2, where Far Cry 2 is totally open up. So let's try the Evolution story, and I'll show you this open up. I mean, I've already bet these two games. I haven't bet them on the hard difficulty. Bet them on medium, the usual. This continues on from where the first story left off. Unlike in Far Cry 2, you don't have any powers. You do have powers in this. In Far Cry 2, you don't. In this one, you've been injected with stuff, and it kind of turns you into kind of an animal, and you can use your vision to see people, and you can follow scent trails, and you can jump higher, and you can stuff like that. Whereas in Far Cry 2, it was kind of like you were just a normal Joe Soap, which I think was a bit better. I was kind of happy when they lost the animal instincts in Far Cry 2. Yeah, see, it doesn't look that bad of a game. There are newer games out there that looks worse than this. Duke Nukem, for instance. Forever, that's a really terrible game. But don't get me started on that, because that truly is a piece of shit of a game. But this game, 2006, and it still looks better than Duke Nukem. Oh, what the hell?
How the hell did I end up here?
That's a good question.
When you gonna pay your tab, Carver?
When you start putting liquor in my drinks.
Shit. I do that, and you're never gonna get that new boat.
I appreciate the concern, but if I need a mother, I'll break mine out of prison.
Whoa. What can I get you today, Harold?
Well, unless you got a hot young cheerleader behind that bar. I'll have the usual.
Buy a girl a drink?
Well, if you want actual alcohol in it, I may have to knock over a liquor store.
You do that for me?
Only if you'll drive the getaway car.
Honey, I'll drive whatever you want.
I mean, the graphics are beginning to show their age. That is true. But yeah, it did come out in 2006.
I need help with something.
Still looks better than Duke Nukem Forever. Or for never.
Getting them around the law. I've got a plane full of cargo and a buyer waiting for delivery. I need an expediter. No heavy lifting. Enough cash to get you your new boat, plus some gas to go in it.
Why didn't you just ask me in the bar?
Are you complaining?
Well, not if we can go again.
Don't get greedy on me, Carver.
Is that a no, Kate?
Are you in?
Yeah.
Then it's not a no.
Yeah, as I said, this story was I think it was just a 360 exclusive. It's a full campaign. So if you find this game in a bargain bin, I suggest you buy it because it is 2 games for the price of 1. I mean, it is an old game. You definitely get it for less than €5. You know what I mean? Definitely worth. It's definitely worth a fiver of anyone's money. I mean, the weapons are nice. They have nice sounds to it. You know, a good chunky feel to them. Oh, it is taking a long time to load though, isn't it? It's an old game. Maybe if you put it on your hard drive, it might speed it up a bit.
Let me do the talking.
What's the matter, Kate?
You know, back in the day, this was a PC game and it was state of the art. Before Crisis came along, this is the game everyone talked about. Graphic rise and stuff like that, gameplay rise. And then Crisis came along and
Nobody. Caramba.
now everyone talks about Crisis.
He's here to make sure that
Such
the
is
field
like,
government
that's
gets
evolution
its
of the
off.
game.
Shall we go inside and finish this?
Stay here and help unload the plane.
I thought you said there'd be no heavy lifting. Terrific.
Help me with this.
I mean, I always like killing people in pretty locations, you know? I really do. And the locations are pretty. So it's nice to kill people. As you see, I use my animal power there to claw that guy to death. Oh, missed. Yeah, the old ragdoll physics of it in the sort of age a tiny bit, but that's part of the charm of the game, I suppose. He's taking a long time to die, isn't he? Ooh, double weapons. I'll have some of that, please. Yeah! That's funny. Yeah, and all these vehicles, you can get into them. There's like tons of vehicles. All the vehicles you can get into, there's hang gliders and stuff like that. You can really mess around with the game, you can really mess around with the AI, have a bit of fun with them. What marks would I give this out of 10? I'd give it a... give it... Jesus, that's a hard question. What would I give it? I mean, I know it's an old game, but it's still a good game. I'll give it an 8. It deserves an 8. It has history, it's good to play. 2 games for the price of 1. Pick it up in a bargain bin, less than a £5. Can't go wrong. And I'll get you next time, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel or add me as a friend. And adios. We leave with a bang.